Here, I'm looking at it.
I mean, I believe what you said, but how people say something, you kind of reference it. And not,
Is she really telling the truth? Does she know what she's talking about? Yes.
Oh, I trust you, Pamela Thompson-Smith.
So this has been a quick month, but a great month.
It's been a quick month, a great month. Yeah. Well, in the sports.
Not for everybody, though. We're going to talk about a few, right?
That's right. In the sports world, things have changed a little bit. Well, not for Adrian Griffin. You know who Adrian Griffin is, don't you?
Yes. I know who he was.
He was a former, but he was the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. And this guy had an unbelievable record, too, Doc. I mean, he was in second place in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people saying his problem is that his team didn't play good defense. Or what happens?
But it hasn't been that long.
I know. What happens when you hire somebody, or even when you marry somebody? You know, very early on that it was a mistake.
What happens? Well, I mean, do you give it a chance? Is 7 months long enough?
But you know off the dribble that no.
Right. So there's no need to
prolong anything.
Okay.
I think
that makes sense.
I think that's the case with the Milwaukee Bucks. They said, the guy's a hell of an assistant coach at Toronto and other places, and he seems like he's a great coach, and we're gonna hire him. Now, what's weird about this? They fired a guy that was really successful with Milwaukee, and but he just couldn't get him over the hump, even though he won a world championship with them. So they want to go with Adrian Griffin, and I guess just didn't work out.
Sometimes it just don't work out.
Well, here's Darvin Ham, who's the coach of the Lakers, on Adrian Griffin being fired.
Man, and it's tough to see that happen, especially to one of your colleagues, a guy that I know personally. He's a good dude, always been great to me. He's worked his off to be in that seat. And also knowing the type of standard that's been set with that franchise in terms of what they're striving for year in and year out.
Yeah, man. He's right. It was just a shocker for a lot of people, in the sports world when I heard that. And
your favorite person.
I just can't believe this.
Your favorite person.
Doc Rivers. That's not officiated. I don't think it's official, is it? I didn't see anything. Is it official?
It's not quite official, but it's speculation.
I guess Doc got pictures on everybody in the NBA.
You said he got pictures on everybody.
Yeah.
Well, he was consulting Adrian Griffin,
right,
while he was on the job.
Right. So that's the problem. I wrote down on my notes, problem, because they hired him to consult him. Now, they did that probably, people say, with the intention of everything happening the way it's happening now. So that was that. They already had their succession plan. But so I'm going to take the person that replaces you, and I'm going to let them consult you for a little while. How would you feel about that?
That happens all the time. Yeah, you're going to bring somebody in to work with you. Because all of a sudden, that's really the person that's going to replace you.
Right.
So.
We already had the conversation.
Yes.
But this is how we got to do it. This is the smooth transition.
Let me help you out. Now, what was Doc's previous job?
The Sixers? Well, he's in TV now.
I know. So they fired Doc. Mm-hmm. Then he goes to TV, and then he's consulted. Yeah, man, that's a setup. But the crazy part about it, what I mean by he got pictures on somebody, some pictures that nobody wants anybody else to see, because he just falls forward all the time. I mean, they had a great lineup at ESPN, calling the games, color commentating. They got rid of Van Gundy, got rid of a bunch of other people, Mark Jackson, and now they bring this. Doc is there. He's the guy. Then now what are they gonna do? So Doc can go back and coach. They're gonna go back and see the other people to show up. That's just. So Doc got pictures on everybody because Doc, unless you got 3 Hall of Famers on your team, which Milwaukee may have 3 Hall of Famers.
That's right.
Doc can't coach no damn body. I mean, he's the worst coach. The only reason he won, in my opinion, with the Celtics is because he had Kevin Garnett, he had Paul Pierce, and he had Ray Allen, 3 Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Rajon Rondo.
And had Rondo, who was nice. So he had talent on that team. So why they think that he must be I don't know. He got pictures on somebody.
It's interesting.
Well, here's on TNT. Here's Adam LaFloke. I think that's what he said. on the Bucks hiring Doc Rivers. Maybe he knows more than we do. Let's take a listen.
Have news in from CNN. They are reporting
from CNN
Sports that Doc
CNN
Rivers has accepted the Milwaukee Bucks head coaching position. As you may remember, earlier today, Adrian and Griffin relieved of duties. They were second or third best record in the NBA, and CNN Sports is now reporting that Doc Rivers will be the next coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. The Athletic had some reports earlier that during the in-season tournament, Doc Rivers was being used to give advice to Adrian Griffin to try and help out the first-year head coach. And now, about a month later, Doc Rivers is the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
And again, it's not official. I mean, they did go through the process of interim coach, which is Joe, is it Pronti?
And, for about 2 weeks, 2 hours.
Yeah, and then now, at some point today, what do you say, by 12? By noon?
It'll be about 2.
2?
Yeah.
It'll be officially announced.
It'll be official by 2 o'clock. Yeah, I got a problem with this. First, I don't know Doc Rivers, but I don't like him as a coach. I really don't. So, I have a huge problem with this, Pamela.
I knew you would.
I really do.
I read it and said, "Oh, Reese is going to have a fit."
Cause tell me what I'm wrong. Outside of that one time, he's been coaching forever. He didn't mess with the Clippers up. He was Orlando's coach for Boston. Then he won one season there. Then he went to the 76ers and screwed them up.
Rivers said, "Don't hate him because he falls forward."
It's amazing kind of comments I saw last night in my text, little thing we have going on.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the only person that don't like Doc Rivers. I don't like him as a coach. I don't
as
know
a coach,
Doc
right?
Rivers.
As a coach.
I just want to put that out there. But there it is, though.
But he must, as a person, have some great relationships.
No, he got pictures.